Oh, there we go. I had to aim at the window so the flash wouldn't be on. Anyway, here is a 2004 Pioneer stereo out of a 2002 Dodge Dakota. It's plugged in the wall with a power adapter, the right amperage and everything. I got it wired in just so it has power. Ground, because I didn't see a ground cable on it. I just grounded it real quick. Gotta have the red and yellow wire, because one's just power and the other one's ignition. I believe yellow is power and red's ignition. Not for certain, I just wired it up the other day, so I forgot. But either way, this is very close to a radio we had when we had our 95 Neon. So I decided to make a video on this one I saved from the salvage yard during Pick and Pull's sale. This was $10. Couldn't pass up on it. So the bezel, at that point, you go, oh, it's wrong. Like, if you know what the OT looks like, they actually changed the bezel. Because this is the radios out of a Dakota, and so I'll just get to it. Radio is out of a 02 Dakota. We just ripped it out of there, ripped off the old bezel. And this bezel was on a 1999 Pioneer radio, one of the really, really cheap lines. And also had no wiring harness because somebody cut it out of that 97 Sport Coupe. So I took this bezel and I traded it on this one because it had the wires. Unfortunately, they cut into the harness, so I didn't get adapter cables. But again, this works. And so, I'll show you. Thankfully, I'm happy it works because I didn't test it. I walked out with $10 and had this on here, of course, because I need this for my car. So basically, I need to order some adapters if I put it in, for nostalgia really, but anyway, I might. That's really pretty much like what we had. Except we actually had a DEH6. This is a DEHP4600MP. So, yeah, we didn't have XM ready or anything like that. Like, really gonna pay for XM radio? No, thank you. Ours was just a basic one. It had a volume up. It was a DEH6 again. It came with 2 speakers, I believe. I don't believe it came with 4. It came with 2, I know for sure. We still have the booklets. I forgot where they are now, but the radio is unfortunately long gone. Everything else, though, just kind of stayed around, you know. But the radio's gone. So picked up this radio for $10, and it's pretty close. And the cool thing is, it's actually nicer than what ours was, and it still looks very, very similar. It has that greenish glow with the kind of a translucent looking buttons. I would say transparent, but they're not really. They're kind of a murky color because it's, you know, it's just a plastic. It's not extremely clear, and it's just got some lights behind it. But yeah, it almost looks translucent. Anyway, this is the radio, obviously, right in front of me. It doesn't have the CD up on the very front like ours did. It doesn't have the big volume button up here, and then down below a smaller one, and over here it should just have a button, not this dial with. I don't know if ours clicked. Not clicked, I mean beeped. I don't remember if ours did. Ours didn't have this. It had 2 push buttons, a bigger volume up and a smaller volume down. It's kind of odd, big volume up and small volume down. I don't remember if ours did that either. I don't remember if it beeped. I just remember it was super similar to this, is how it lit up. Again, ours was right in the faceplate, so you didn't have this little cool flip door, which even then this is kind of nostalgic. At least I think it's a bit nostalgic. Even though we really didn't have one of these that flipped down. We never did, actually. Had one, at least I know. Actually, we did, it just was never wired in a car. It was just thrown on a shelf in the garage for a very long time. Came out of a Chevy Cavalier when we had that, which I wasn't even alive yet when we got rid of that car. Which, again, that radio is long gone. It was a Panasonic, I think it was. No, the Panasonic was a completely removable faceplate, and I think we had a JVC that would fold down, which was in the other Cavalier. Because we had 2 Cavaliers. One was like a 91 white, and the other one was green. It was a green 96. 91 was a manual, and the 96 was automatic. Anyway. So we never really used that, but we did have a Pioneer, had this exact same screen, exact, I swear. The screen lit up like that, and the Pioneer was centered like that, and it's really just close enough. It's still nostalgic to me because of how close it is, and I didn't have to go on eBay, and you know, I probably wouldn't have done it anyway, but because otherwise it would cost way too much to buy a cheapo crap stereo, you know, considering it's really just for nostalgia anyway. So this was only 10 bucks, and it's pretty much what we had, except it's actually nicer, which is why I took it. $10 was not a bad deal at all. So anyway, yeah, I'm happy with it. And now, so yeah, your function. I don't know how to use it. No, it's not function, my bad. Function's up here on the F. Which I don't even know how you use it. If you have a CD in here, it'll let you select. Unfortunately, that's not an aux port in the back. I tried it as an aux and it didn't work. Instead, the radio decided to start glitching out. So yeah, it's a headphone jack. It didn't do anything to the radio. But yeah, it was a headphone jack. So that's a darn shame. I was really hoping it was a aux port on the back. I was like, that'd be actually even nicer than having one on the front, because then on the back, which I'm not even sure what you're supposed to do with that, really. Apparently, yeah, that's not an aux, that's a headphone. But that'd be awesome, because then I can just, if it was aux, I can just plug a cord in, like maybe get one of those adapter cords, and I'd run it to the center console with my Neon, because the way it clips in there is like 3 little holes, almost like for your accessory type stuff. I think it's mainly just the way that they made it, but it would work perfectly as an accessory hole. Nothing blocks it or anything. So I'm like, I could put it in the center one, like with one of those like adapter type things you can get. I'll just drill a hole in it and I'll mount that aux port on there. So you just plug a cord in, and then I'll hook up my little Bluetooth adapter so I can plug, or use my phone with it. And then when I'm done, I just quickly unplug it, throw it in the center console, or throw it in the glove box. And hey, guess what? I just have a radio with no wire mess. And even then, it would look much nicer down there on the console with all the stuff, instead of a big wire plugged in here and then just running down, all across everything else. So yeah, it would be really nice that way. Anyway, it's not. So yeah, that's what we got. But you can't expect much. It's 2004, so... But yeah, it's because we didn't have aux or anything either. Anyway, yeah, this is pretty nostalgic. Just thought I'd share it while filming it on our Troy bit now. But anyway, yeah, just a quick place to record it. So anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.